short hair, don't care, rock and roll, baby. Then I tell you, it is really having fits between springtime and wintertime around here. Yesterday we were at a track meet. It was 83 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, just burning. This red you see is mostly sunburn. I'm like, come on, sunblock, all that, still burn time. Today we had a track meet, 40 degrees, raining, a few little spurts of snow this morning. Mountains over there got snow on them from last night. That's the beauty of spring in Montana. Been breaking this truck in. I figure that I think we kind of have things for now where they need to be. Still running a stock program in this truck, okay? Still not tuned, still running a basic 430 horsepower. I got about 15,000 miles, 15,500 miles on this engine. Really getting broke in really well and coming alive all the more all the time. Going to load some heifers to haul out to Minnesota, to Pipestone, Minnesota again. I think it'd be a great trip. It's supposed to be pretty heavy load, probably, I'm gonna guess. We'll find out in the morning, but I'm gonna say 102,000 pounds. And then got all kinds of treasures for the trip home. You guys, I'm gonna be doing this ping-ponging all over eastern South Dakota. I'll bring you along on that. That'll be more interesting probably than the cow load itself, right? Anyway, enough of that, you guys. That is the beginning of this video. That's what's going on. Put on your seatbelts. And let's ride. Rise and shine, rise and shout. The old Peterbilt is out. Come on. It's 5:35. Not horribly early. For those of you early risers, they finished milking here, and it's time to go back. It's these heifers again, these bred heifers that we're on. Got to weigh in. I want to show you something about this setup that is pretty sweet. 38,040. Crispy. Remember what I was telling you? Remember what I was telling you yesterday? So that's 38,000 for me, and I am almost totally full of fuel. I'm legal for 105.5. That puts me dead legal right now. Dead bone legal at 67,420 pounds. By the light of the moon on the 5th of June. No, it's on the 5th of June. Okay, we're good. We got them on. They actually loaded up real nice. Got them sorted for size. On these long hauls, especially with Holsteins, you do not want any tightness at all. So we really sorted them up. One for height, up and down, because we didn't want any backs rubbing or scraping a little bit on the back end. When you have these big tall Holsteins, the back section of your trailer, back bottom, is the section that you need to be mindful of, and if you're using your doghouse, above the back bottom. We're quite a bit lighter than I expected to be. 57,420, I believe. 57,420. Hiding treacherous rock and shore, chart and compass came from thee. Jesus, Savior, pilot me. Little icy. Little icy. Don't like being around traffic when it's icy. Everybody gotten into here. All right. We're going to hit this thing wide open throttle here. It is icy. I think we're getting enough of that ice sheen off of this. I think we're going to be okay here. In this lane anyway. The slow lane. Oh, no, it's back to ice. I just got the pedal to the floor, which is rare. I usually don't do that unless we're breaking in an engine or we're reserving it for a situation like this. Probably shouldn't be showing you this, but everyone says, man, it sure would have been nice to get a video of the disaster that you got yourself into. We got a load on, so we should be okay, but man, this is a steep hill we're climbing here. We'll keep on her. Past the truck going the other way that was all chained up. Come on, sweetie. Haven't slipped yet. I did slip on the last hill behind me. Didn't spin out, just slipped. Spun out is when you're stuck on the hill. Slipping is when your tires are spinning. I think we made it. I think we got her made, y'all. Crossing onto the big Missouri River Bridge here at Chamberlain, South Dakota. Man, this is like the bridge of my youth. Coming across here with old Rooster and hauling hogs and old Blue 2 and Blue 1, the old cab overs. So let me prep this for you here a little bit. Rooster's Blue 2 cab over was it was a 400 Cummins big cam that got, when they overhauled it, they bored it out a little. Turned it into what would be about a 450. Had a little more snort and a little rip and a little zip. That truck was set up to haul 90,000 pounds, you know. And those hog loads would be anywhere from 86 to 90, kind of depending on the hogs. But it was always a hill that you had to go down into low range on, and it was always hectic. As a teenager, Dad would be back sleeping, and I'd be driving across here. And you're always worried you're going to miss a gear, right, with the load on. So Rooster would always tell me, if you miss a gear, just truck check ahead. What the? Hang on. I tell you what. Oh, that's truly annoying. One, it ruined my hill climb. Two, it's 11 p.m. and they waved us through here. It just drives me wild. I got a load of cattle on. I had to rattle around the parking lot. I'm like, guys. Well, I should say gal. There was a gal. I guess I shouldn't complain. I didn't get hassled. I'm so legal for what I'm hauling. And logbooks are super legal. Hauling livestock exempt. What I was getting at before I got rudely interrupted by a midnight truck check, I was going to show you guys how I pull the hill compared to how Rooster pulled the hill with his 450 Cummins, and how this little 430 Detroit is really bolstered by this AirDog fuel system, all that stuff, and I never got the chance because truck check kind of just blew everything up. Coffee cup, Plankinton, South Dakota. Man, I've been coming here since I was, I don't know, 6 years old. Like, since they first built it way back in the day. They've remodeled it once or twice since then. I am really hoping for a good deal here. So, there's a little light. So here's what we're looking for, right? We're gonna fuel up. I have gone, I think, over 1,000 miles since I fueled up yesterday evening. So in this fuel up, we're gonna have roughly, once we get done, I'll get all the math laid out for you, but about 200-ish empty miles and 800-ish miles of loaded. A Peterbilt classic cow truck loaded. I think those of you that pull cows would probably agree with me to say that, let's call it 4. You know, doing your thing. Would that be about accurate? 4, and then empty, you're getting about 5, 5.25, which is giving you about a 4.5, 4.75 average. I am hoping, I'm going to be disappointed and displeased if I fill this thing up and end up with, well, I'm really hoping 5.2. 5.2 is what I'm hoping. If I get 5.2, I will say, hey. Okay, well that didn't work worth a darn. Not the fuel mileage, the truck stop. Their pumps are all slow. To be honest with you, it's a coffee cup fuel stop thing. We're gonna run down the road. We'll put a few more miles on the odometer, I guess. All right, let's try this one. My evening has been getting kind of cramped. First, the DOT checkpoint. Second, no good fuel pumps. This place is brand new. Nobody around this joint. Pretty quiet. Well, I think I found him in the bathroom. Okay, y'all. Let's figure this up. What was it, 7210? You always do it by hand. Keep track of them miles. Okay, so we are at 1,118 miles divided by 182 gallons here, plus the 4 from the other truck stop, divided by 186. Anybody doing that math out there? Oh, that is 6.01. 6.01. That's loaded. Looks like they're gonna have a little hay auction tomorrow. Come on. Wow, hold on. Welcome back to the cow trailer. Holy guys. Woo! Okay, we did it real fast. You ready for it? That little pile is $14,000 worth of the future. So I felt a little bad, the guy that brought it out, the pallet. You know, they just bring it to the back door. He didn't have a coat on, just had his shirt sleeves. It is freezing out. It's like 40 degrees and raging wind, cold. Biting, you might say. So I did a little hand washing last night. It's not a perfect washout at all by any means, but it gets all the nasty, hard stuff off the cattle feed, you know, that's corrosive. Same thing back here, right? Well, we flushed it all down into the swamp, which will actually be good today with the wind. Nice to have that. Okay, one pallet down. Whew. One pallet down. You see what I'm doing here? I'm burying the alfalfa seed in mineral bags. That way, if we run into a little sprinkle, I'm still boarded halfway up. 50% of my holes are plugged. But if we get a little spray blast coming in, hopefully it won't get down to the alfalfa seed. Okay, here I am huffing and puffing. We did 80 50-pound bags in pretty short order. It's pretty cool they have this place here, right, where, you know, you buy so many products, you know, not that it necessarily matters that you know where they're put together, but this is where they blend everything, you know, bring in the bulk minerals and things here, and then put them in the silos and the bins and such, and then blend and mix and match. Hey, I think we're gonna get just across the front edge of this big old whopper. Whatever that is bearing down this way. Come on, baby. Come on, I can see through the wall up there. We're gonna get a side blast here for a minute. Just about through it. Just about through it. They're getting her back there though. My goodness. Just like that. Ha! Perfect timing. We can take that. That's alright. Funny little side note I was thinking as I drove under that underpass. I remember very distinctly being young in the old Freightliner cab over and the rain just hammering. I remember because when it would rain really hard, some water would come through the windshields and drip on the dashboard. And I remember going under these underpasses, that sound of just rain hitting, and then just a split second where it went. You know what I'm talking about? Man, we just went through a windy patch, this old boy and I. Look at that trailer. Oh my heavens. Look at that thing. Dry creek truck if you're wondering. Oh, buddy. You better get back behind me, old bud. Man, oh, buddy. Never been so happy to have all that weight in my rig. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. He was behind me there, and it's a good place to be, and then he just came around and passed. I ain't got my dang radio hooked up in here either. Hey, I tell you what. You see that stuff blowing across the road? If I didn't have that mineral in the back and had actually washed out and didn't have a belly full of water, not a chance in the world that I would be driving right now. Not a chance. Oh my goodness. I've stopped here for a minute and I'm really lean. Just another reminder and a good lesson. You can't tell in the mirrors, I am super leaned on this roadway here, super tilted. Even though I've got all this weight, I'm still tilted into the wind. Well, after the rage wind, I checked everything out. None of the bags inside the trailer are even remotely wet. So, good deal. Next up is that, and I can see it just looking at it as I'm driving. I can see it moving across the road. There's an exit ramp just right up here. I'm going to stop on this one. I'm going to stop, and I think the bulk of that's going to cross the road in front of me. I'm gonna get hit by this little tail dragger, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Well, we waited it out. Perfect. Not even a drop of rain on us. Just right. Just right. Well, big city, here we are. Moorcrop, Wyoming, where the phones are a no-go. So I'm gonna tell you right now, based on just where my gauge is and my rough idea of where my miles are at, I think this is going to be some atrocious empty fuel mileage. It's a shame because, well, it's a shame, but let's figure out how we can make lemonade out of a little box of lemons, right? The lemons is that the wind has messed up the flow. Dirty. Oh man, that's full blast. Just patiently watching the gallons. I'm gonna go around and see where we're at. Oh, 20 gallons. Boy. Oh, good thing this is the little tank over here. I'm gonna have to say a coffee cup in Plankington gets a big F this trip. Coffee cup in Moorcroft gets another big F. Vivian, where our boy Grayson works, he's always top notch. When you're running water in, the main thing, especially if you're in a place like this, public spot, you have to make sure that you're not dripping anything out on the ground, because that would be rude, and we don't want to be rude, but everything looks great. There's water building up back there and it's not leaking anywhere, so that's good. Oh, getting closer. Guys, this has been slow. However, I will say that I just finished having a great chat with the D-Man, fan of the CAN. That was fun. He propane around here, and anyway, came over and said hi, and I love that. I love when guys come over and say hi, or gals, whoever, whatever. and get to have a good chat, talk some business, talk some trucking, trucks, family, all that stuff. So if you're watching this, my new friend, hello. I just finished talking to you in the past. Now it's the future. Time warp. 1 hour later. It's okay. It's okay. In the event, the whole lemonade thing I was telling you about, we met Dan. Dan's over there. Lemonade, baby. When it comes to the fuel mileage, a lot of lemons, but we're gonna drink it anyway. 4.9 in that wind today. That goes to illustrate what a stiff 40 to 60 mile an hour broadside wind will do to your empty cow trailer. My goodness. That is the most atrocious fuel mileage I could ever imagine. And like I said, it can't get any worse than that. Loaded or empty, I think that is an impossible feat. Loaded on a calm night, there ain't no way you're gonna do that bad. So anyhow, that's the mileage. You guys, I got a long ways to go tonight. We got that track meet. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for coming along. Thanks as always for being my little YouTube fam. All you regulars out there, appreciate you. Appreciate what you do. I don't know what's up next. I really don't know, but there will be something. You'll find out when it happens, baby.